Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. So I want to start this video with apologizing. I've been a little bit missing the last couple of weeks as far as my videos. So I started filming videos in 2019, so almost 3 years, and I have not missed a week or at least a couple of weeks of filming unless I was out of town. So I apologize for that in the beginning. Life has been a little crazy lately, but no excuse. I won't even talk about what my budget is doing right now. We're going to just start over with a clean month, which will be the month of July. So I kind of want to take you through my thought process of what I do before I get paid. So before that check hits my account, it is 100% spent. And the reason why I do that is when I get paid and my husband gets paid and we both get paid once a month, I feel like we have all this money to spend. And then when I sit down and put it on paper, I realize that yes, there is some wiggle room as far as sinking funds, but not as much as I feel like there is when I first see the checks come through. So we're gonna go ahead and spend all the money today. And then that way when I get paid on Thursday of this week, which will be the 30th, then I will be able to just go ahead and know where all the money is gonna go. And a lot of our bigger bills do come out right on the first of the month. So I like to know when that's going to happen and how much those amounts are going to be. So we'll start with our income. So it'll be July of 2022. And I do have a new filming setup. I did purchase a desk that is a standing desk, and so I have a pink mat down here, so that is what I'm going to be filming on, and I hope that the color comes out okay, it's not distracting. So okay, so paycheck number 1 is $48.50, paycheck number 2 is $48.50. My one daughter only pays $60 now because she's on her own insurance, and my other daughter pays $200. So the 60 may come up because I think we're gonna add her husband onto our AT&T bill. So we'll have a 5th line, but she's gonna be responsible for paying that difference. So that will probably happen sometime during the month of July, but I probably won't see it till my August bill. And then incremental income, I am not going to budget anything for this month. So I am going to be switching jobs from the part-time job that I've been doing since December to a full-time job for the next 12 weeks, but I'm going to be working from home. And so there's going to be a huge gap in the month of July of, you know, my final paychecks from my current job to when my paychecks start for the new job. So I'm not counting for any incremental income other than a few days in the month of July. I may still kind of try to do both just to kind of help out because I feel bad, you know, kind of stepping away for a minute, but I really wanted to do this opportunity. It's working with my boss that I had before, which I enjoy, so we'll see. So net of that is I'm gonna have very few sinking funds available to play with. So let's go ahead and get started. So if I look at my income, it's $48.50 plus $48.50 plus 60 plus 200 is $9,960. I'm gonna bring that down to this line. Pull this up a little bit. So this box right here is kind of the breakdown of everything. My expenses, my income, my variable expenses, my sinking funds, everything. So this is what needs to go to a zero balance. So my income minus all of my expenses will equal 0. So the first thing that I write in is my income, so $9,960. And then I am saving 10% of my income. So that is not of what my kids pay me because that just kind of goes in and out of my account. So my husband and my income is $9,700. So I do save $970. So that was a commitment I made to myself at the beginning of the year that I would save 10% of my income. So that comes right off the top before I even really calculate what I have to work with. So to go to my fixed expenses, $3,100 is mortgage. My cell phone, for some reason, is $310 this month, and I don't know why. I gotta look into that. My gym is $52. Internet is $120. Hulu is, I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna put $15 down because I do need to do it this month. Netflix is $16. My life insurance and my husband's life insurance is $106. Auto insurance is $451. HBO Plus is still $6. That will be going up in October. Superstar Car Wash is $25. Cable streaming is $100. And then my electricity, I am trending at $400 a month. Now I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and if you followed along for a while on my channel, you know that I budget $250 a month, and then whatever the difference is. So if I budget $250 but my bill is only $150, that $100 went to a sinking fund. So my July bill will be the first month that I need to pull from that sinking fund. So yeah, and I already have an alert that I have a $300 threshold on my electric bill that when I hit that, it notifies me. And so I went in and looked at my daily rate, so I should be close to $400 before that bill is done. My water bill, if you follow along again, has been crazy. So I'm gonna keep it at the $225 that was last month. I still think we have another leak, so hopefully it's not more than that, but that bill was normally $100 and it has gone to $225. Natural gas has not been expensive at all. I'm gonna put $30. Pest control is $30, and then my HOA is due this month, so it's $225. So right there you can see that my fixed expenses are much higher than normal, and my variable expenses are taking the biggest hit to that. So variable expenses will be $910. And then continuing on my fixed expenses, I'm gonna switch this around on the form. I'm not sure why I did it this way. Elements is $80, Audible is $16, my Sterling Ink subscription is $35, and Planner Spot is $26. So if I add up all of the ones that are in yellow that are fixed, it's $3,100, $310, $52, $120, $15, $16, $106, $451, $6, $25, $100, $80, $16, $35, and $26. So our fixed expenses is $4,458. Lifestyle. So this is where it's gonna be a little different this month. My husband is traveling, I'm traveling, so I just did a HelloFresh for this week, so I think I canceled all the HelloFresh for the month of July. So giving, let me check. I think July is a 4-week month, but let me just check. So we get paid here. It will be a 4-week month. Okay. So giving will be $400. Groceries, I'm gonna bring it down to $500 and just try to be a little bit more conscious. Now we have been eating out a lot in June, but I've been working a lot in June, so I kind of see where that balanced out. In July, I'm gonna be working from home more, so there's really no reason I can't cook dinner. Eating out is gonna go to, I'm gonna keep it at $200, but there should be some wiggle room there. Clothing, I have purchased clothing this month, so I'm gonna add $100 back into that. Spending will be $200. Household, I have money there, I'm just gonna put $50. Entertainment, I'm gonna put $50, I still have money left. Personal care, because I've been doing my nails and I know I'll get a pedicure, I'm gonna put $200. I have $50 left in that envelope. Gas for car, I'm not going to take my vacation money out for the gas because I'm going to drive to California and back, but I will put $250 for the non-vacation weeks. Miscellaneous, $100. Medicine, I'm only going to put $50 because I have money left in there, and my mom's envelope is empty, so I'll put $100. So that will be my lifestyle currently. So 400 plus 500 plus 200 plus 100 plus 200 plus 50 plus 50 plus 200 plus 250 plus 100 plus 50 plus 100. So $2,200 is lifestyle. So you can already see I am going to have very little left for sinking funds. This makes me very sad indeed. So 4,458 for my fixed expenses, 910 for my variable expenses, 2,200 for my lifestyle, the 970 that I'm going to put into savings is 8,538, and I subtract that from our income of 9,960, and that leaves me with 1,422 in sinking funds. Now let me just go ahead and make sure that this adds up. So 4,458 plus 910 plus 2,200 plus 1,422 plus 970, 9,960. Okay, so it balances. So a zero-based budget. So this 1,422 comes over here to sinking funds. Now, in the past, I've had a ton of sinking funds, and I really have felt very overwhelmed. I took the cash back in May. So I went from having all of my sinking funds in cash with the exception of house reno, car maintenance, which will pay for like our car tags, technology, like saving for a phone or computer, Christmas, medical co-pays, gifts. So any of the expenses that I normally would pay with my credit card and pay myself back, I kept in Capital One savings accounts. So my husband was very uncomfortable with the amount of cash that I had in the envelope. So I went ahead and took it back to the bank. I created a separate savings account on Capital One, and all of the cash from my sinking funds envelope at that time went back to the bank. The only exception to that rule was on envelopes of ones that I knew I was going to use cash. Like for example, on my daughter's dogs have an envelope, and I wanted that in cash. So if I took them to the groomers, or I needed to buy their food, or I needed to take them to a vet when I was watching them, I wanted that in cash. So that one stayed in cash. A couple little ones like arts and crafts, things like that, stayed in cash. Everything else went back to the bank. In the time from May on, I have added cash back into the envelope. So I am trying to avoid the in and out of the envelopes, but as a spender by nature, I am spending a lot more money this way because I'm not seeing the money leave the envelope. I am just spending the money, transferring it from the savings onto my credit card. So that's my personal, money behavior. So I think in August, when I'm back from vacation and kind of looking at my August budget, I will go back to the cash envelopes and using my card for those things that I know I'm going to use my card for, like fixed expenses, things like that. So that right now is my plan. So for Christmas, because that is an online account, let's see, I'm going to add this here. So 1,422. So Christmas always gets 400. Take that off here. I haven't written my starting. I have not even tried to reconcile my sinking funds yet, which I normally have done by now, but it's a hot mess, guys. I'm just literally wanted to start over, and I may do that because I have spent money, for the future, for like birthday gifts, things like that, that I'm now transferring out of those funds, and I just need to take some time to reconcile everything. So Christmas gets 400, birthdays always get 200. Now July is a huge birthday month for my family. I have two sisters with birthdays, my sister-in-law's birthday, my daughter's birthday, so it's a very expensive birthday month, but that is why I save all year long so that I'm not stressed about the fact that I've got to pay money for birthdays. So it does take a lot of stress off me if I pre-plan. So Christmas and birthdays is 600, so I have 1,422. minus 600. Okay, so I have been spending so much money. It's not even funny. So planner needs 200 to get back up to where it needs to be. The Hobonichi cousin, which I'm gonna probably do again for 2023, launches in September. So I need to make sure that that money is there when that happens. And then beauty, because I'm gonna need to get my hair colored again, we'll get 200. So that leaves me 422. Subscriptions gets 20. That's 402, and the balance is going to go into vacation. So what will not get funded are the ones that I always fund. Target, date night, I usually put money towards the dogs. I put money towards vitamins, things like that. Unfortunately, there's not any extra money right now, but I'm okay because I just stocked up on vitamins. And so that's why for me to go through prior to setting up my new month budget, I have to go back and look at what is actually in the envelopes currently that I can roll over to kind of save myself a little bit of money, and look at things that I spend money on maybe quarterly or, you know, every month, you know, am I covered for those things so I don't have unexpected, unbudgeted expenses. So this is where I feel like I'm going to be. Now, vacation always kind of, you know, messes with a budget just because, you know, if there's, you know, time that you're not on vacation, you need to make sure you're planning for that. But then I also know that I have been saving for vacation all year. I've already pulled out some of the money in cash that I'm going to take with me versus all of it, because honestly, I only want part in cash and the rest I'll use my card. But then that's where that money is going to go onto my card, is from my vacation savings account, not my actual, you know, budget that I have or my other sinking fund. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions at all, let me know. And down below in the description, please let me know if you are on track with your budget by putting a little thumbs up, or if you are also like me in the month of June and really struggling with your budget, put a thumbs down. I feel like, you know, we all start to the year very strong. You know, first quarter was perfection for me. And then I struggled a little bit in May. I'm struggling in June. And so July, you know, I need to get back on track. And so I need to finish the year strong. So by August, I am back with my very, you know, detailed budget, following the budget, putting money away like I have wanted to, and really using my money very wisely. Where I feel like in June, I spent a lot of my incremental money on things I wanted to spend it on, knowing that I would not have July incremental income. So I'm going to be on a forced no spend. So that is the reality of what's going on right now. So please let me know if you have any questions. I hope you are doing well. Take care, and thank you so much for watching.